Well, this Friday, all eyes will be on Sochi as it opens the Winter Olympic Games. There will be new stories, new records, and new champions. But making it to the Games is no easy feat. Today, we hear from former Olympians who are sharing their secrets to success.
They've cycled, swam,
bottom of the 30,
and hit their way to Olympic glory. These three medalists made their dream a reality, but it wasn't easy.
Every day is, eat, sleep, train, and do it all over again.
Track cyclist Sarah Hammer won 2 silver medals in London. She says don't be afraid to compete with the guys.
That's what I grew up, racing with the boys, beating the boys.
Female athletes only received about 38% of primetime TV coverage during the 2010 Winter Olympics. For the 2008 Summer Olympics, it was 46%, but 3/4 of that exposure was devoted to gymnastics, swimming, diving, and beach volleyball, sports where women wear bathing suits as uniforms. 3-time Olympic gold medalist Brooke Bennett is training for the 2016 Games. She will be 36. Her advice, don't let age stop you.
Why not give what I can give 100%?
While the average age for an Olympian is 26, there were 187 athletes over age 40 at the London Games, including a 52-year-old female rower from Canada.
bottom of the 30.
Dot Richardson won 2 Olympic gold medals in softball, and when her sports career ended, she became a doctor. She says, don't waste time.
Everyone will fill their time with something. So fill it with productive, meaningful things.
But most of all, these Olympians agree the best advice, work hard and never give up.
Sarah Hammer, 2 world titles in the...
And this winter, some likely female stars include world champion long track speed skater Heather Richardson and Sarah Hendrickson, who won gold at this year's World Championships in ski jumping. These athletes devote so much of their lives to the sports they love, and it all pays off, especially when they bring home the gold. Well, our next guest knows exactly what that's like. Jimmy?
When it comes to Olympic gymnasts, she's one of the best to ever hit the floor. In fact, Luikin is a 5-time gold medal winner, making her one of the most decorated U.S. female athletes to ever compete in the Games. And we are happy to welcome Nastia to Delmarva Life this afternoon. Nastia, thank you so much for spending some time with us. So,
yeah, thank you for having me.
take me back. What was it like when you first started? What made you first start in the gym?
Well, actually, both of my parents were gymnasts. So growing up, that was something that just came natural to me. I think gymnastics was definitely in my blood the day I was born. So it was almost like a natural fit for me. But of course, I had to find that passion. And I think fortunately for my parents, I did have that passion. And so that, they never had to force me into it. It was always my goals and my dreams.
And there it was. And you turned out absolutely wonderful. So you since retired. You've got to have some wonderful memories from the years. Tell me about some.
I do. I think my greatest memory came in 2008 at the Olympic Games when I won the gold medal in the all-around. And being able to stand there on that podium and see the flag being raised and listening to the national anthem was something that I will remember for the rest of my life.
So in your opinion, what does it take to win a medal?
I think it takes a lot of different things, but I think at this moment in time, as these athletes are gearing up towards the Olympics, they're more physically prepared than they'll ever be in their entire lives. And so I think it's a mental game. I think it's kind of the last one standing almost. And, I think it's about telling yourself that you can do these same routines that you've been doing for so many years, and it's just one more of those. And it is the greatest stage and the biggest stage in all of sports, but it's such an honor to be able to compete for your country and have that pride, and there's no greater sense of pride than wearing the red, white, and blue on your sleeve.
So you're getting ready to head to Sochi yourself. Any particular athletes you're keeping your eye on?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of figure skating, so I'm excited to be watching Gracie Gold, who just won the national championships a few weeks ago, and her teammate Ashley Wagner. So looking forward to watching them both, and then hoping to get up into the mountains and watch some of the snowboarding. Shaun White is always a fan favorite, and definitely some of the skiing as well.
So how about your Russian? Have you brushed up your Russian?
I have. I was actually born in Moscow, and I moved to the United States when I was 2.5 years old. So I grew up speaking it a little bit, but I've actually been using Rosetta Stone to really help me brush up on it, especially in the last few months as I'm gearing up to leave for Sochi. And it's so convenient because my life is nonstop on the go all the time. So you can have it on your cell phone, your iPad, your computer, and there's just so many different free download programs out there, but this is the only one that actually works. So as the athletes are gearing up towards the games, I am as well, and I am feeling really prepared and excited to head over on Wednesday.
Okay, so after the games at Sochi, what's next for you?
Well, so I actually just started school at NYU. I finished my freshman year, and so as soon as I'm back, I'm missing the first month of school, so not sure how I'm going to be able to catch up on that, but fingers crossed it'll be okay. And yes, I have let my professors know. They seem to be okay with it right now, but I'm really looking forward to getting back here and, you know, starting another semester and, you know, working for NBC at the Sochi Olympic Games and hopefully continuing to do so as we head towards Rio.
That would be pretty impressive to bring back a note for your classes from the Olympic Games. That would probably get you off there, wouldn't it? Nastia, thank you so much for your time.
I was thinking maybe I should bring them a souvenir of some sort.
There you go. That would work too, wouldn't it? Thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Now, if you'd like to read more about Nastia's story, just go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Now, sticking with sports, but changing gears a bit, it's a sport that goes back centuries. Falconry connects man with bird. We're going to meet a local falconer to learn about the ancient sport and find out why he says it supports wildlife conservation. And Brian's at it again. He has the clues, and we have to figure out where he is on Delmarva. Brian, we're ready for our first clue.
Well, Jimmy, here is your first clue. Here you go. Clue number 1. The town got its name from a large building. Ponder that for a little bit. I'll be back a little later in the show with another clue and, of course, the big reveal.
But first, Nastia just told us about her travels. Maybe you're traveling soon. Ladies, Rachel Ray has a handy how-to tip to help you pack.
Here's a couple of great travel tips for the ladies. You know, when you first buy your cosmetics, all of your packed powder, your translucent face powder, they come with puffs. We lose the puffs or we throw them away because they start to get a little rough around the edges. And then we travel with them and they crack. Pack cotton balls in with your makeup and it'll preserve it. Also, travel size of creams and potions or foundation, double duty use for a contact lens case. And organize your earrings in a pill box.